Well, let's see what happens next. If I'd have to guess, there's going to be like a second phase insane boss fight. It's usually like that in these.
Figue chan.
まだだよ。ちんたらやってないでさ。本気で来なよ、フィグ。そんなもんじゃないで。
Yes! Get serious! Attack us with your full power. We crave that full power.
お見通しですか。私にもまだ甘えが、弱さが残っていたみたいです。この形は、言葉は、思考は、あなたたちと共にあるためのものでした。
I mean...
私はそれらも捨て去りましょう。あなたたちを滅ぼすために。
Well, that's nice. You should have probably done this from the beginning, but... Just saying. I forgot to check out the messenger rope item I got from that request.
この形は私の覚悟の表れ。あなたたちが勝つビジョン。アイオンの彼方にしかありえない。
The Tendril God. Very beautiful. Yes. Very artistic. That's what happens when you turn into a... I don't know.
嘘だろ。なんだよ。あれ。
あれがフィグなの。
あそこにいるのはリソースすべてを闘争に突っ込んだフルスペックのアイオン。シャレで済む相手じゃない。
Don't worry.
みんな。
I have 8 original flames, so... Well, they buffed me fully. Cyber Aion. I should probably put this in the first round so I can see. Then let's resist that. Resist that. Resist that.
探ってみないと。
フィグ
Flailing Friends. Meta Sacrament. Buffs everything. Stat drop reverted. Well, that's kinda bad. That's actually pretty damn bad. Need to use the... So that's kind of problem because it will keep doing that. If I'd have to guess, it's still the same. No, it's not. I don't think it has any weaknesses. And it resists everything. I mean, I can still test the eyes.
それでいいのアロー
Yeah. End to messes. Hold on.
ブースト
まずはどうする
Why did it like negate all of my stat
それは効き
buffs?
そうだ
リンゴあなたが倒して
やってくれるか
やることは分かってるわね
That doesn't make any
私が止める
sense.
行こ
It negated my...
う
こっ
これでいい
ちに頼む
サイゾウ負けない
一気に決めるわ
ついてこれるか
やることは分かってるわね
よーし
フォローしなさい
さあ受け取って
任せなさい
Oh, wait a minute! Fuck! I made...
使わないでよリンゴ
I'm stupid. I thought it was weak to the fire as well.
それがいいわ
ここはお前の出番だな
それがいいわリンゴ
分かった
あなたが倒していいじゃん行くわ
Well, Piercer goes through Reflect. So,
フィグよ
強いぞ
っ一気に決めるフィグ
よーし
考え直しなさいサイゾウ
I mean, I could use Debilitate on the...
やるか弱点を狙えサイゾウ
There's no point in using those.
慎重さが必要よ
頼むぜおいもう終わらないぜ
やることは分かってるわね
悩んでる
Hopefully it doesn't reverse this in...
邪魔をしないで
on the first turn. That would kind of suck.
それを待ってきてるつもりだぜ
最悪
期待できそうね
これ以上は同調開始ブースト
今までの俺と思うな
これ以上は
それは効きそうだ
フィグ世話焼かせないで消えなさい
この力があればそれじゃあ倒せないぜ
やめておきなさいアロー
So Arrow can't actually pierce that.
フィグよし弱点を狙えるな
I don't want to use Beat Chains.
最悪の状況だね最悪の状況だねもう大丈夫だよアロー
どうするつもり
少し落ち着こう別のにしようか
やることは分かって
行くぜ
るわね
I mean, why not?
もちろんだ片付けてくれ痛かったか
血に飢えたしもべたち
当たるか
待ってみるわ
The enemy is charging up. Ailment resistant chain.
フィグ好きでしょ
Well, there's something bad going to happen, so...
私の番ね
臨機応変に行くよ
ショーが
Let's just
強いぞ。
しゃあね受けて
警戒しろ。
do this.
ここは耐えるとき
やることは分かってるわね。
火を待つ。
Wolf's door.
フィグ。よーし。わからない。
それじゃあ倒せないぜ。
Cyber Apostle.
まずは
よ
どうする？
ーし。流れを変える。これがアイオンの戦い方。
まだまだ戦えるよな。
ありがて
働け才蔵。
許さないわ。行くわよ。
やってくれるか。
やってみる。ミレディ。
Ho ho ho.
戦になりそうだよ。
え。手加減できねえぞ。
タオ行くか。
I mean, Milady is in pretty bad situation. So, unless this actually... I need to do that.
邪魔をしない。
Well, she's weak. Yeah, she's going to die because she's weak against the fucking...
止まってみるわ。
Well... Zappas can now be involved.
流れを変える。
リンゴ、
Does
危ねえ
that
ぞ。
mean it negates them?
リンゴ、ひどい怪我だぞ。
簡単にいかないのは。ソウルハークでね。
感謝するわ、リンゴ。
あんたも行くぜ。あんたも大概頑固だぜ。
同調開始。
ありがて
今までの俺と思うな。
あんよーし。いい反応が見れそうだ。
そこをね。
弱点を狙いやってくれるか。
期待できそう。
いい反応が見れそうだ。平らにしてやる。大技使いすぎるなよ。
それがいい。
頼んだよ。
フィグ。そうだな。まだ間に合う。もう
終わらないで。
後悔しても遅いよ。遅いよ。
無駄だ。
遊びは終わり。いけるわね。しょうがない子ね。
切らせてもらう。
確実に行こう。
こっちに頼む。
それは助かるな。
慎重さが必要よ。
確実に行こ
こっちに頼む。
これでいい才蔵。
やってやるぜ。リンゴ。
フィグ、行くわ。
う。良さそうだな。
フィグ、行くわよ。これが必要でしょ。
ありがて
今までの俺と思
行こ
うな。迷ってるのか。
それがいい。
食らわせてやれリンゴ。良さそうだな。
え。こっちに頼む。
才蔵、サポートするよ。
行くわよ。取れるか。
長期戦、ここはあなたに任せるよ。
派手に行こうぜ。平らにしてやる。
まだ始まったばかりよ。
願いサイゾー。頼んだよ。
弱点を狙いサイゾー。
I mean, if
生きてる？
everyone's still alive.
で、あと何発撃ち込めばいいんだ？
フィグの心の鎧が割れるまで何発でも。俺たちの覚悟が彼女に届くまで。
脳筋だな、アロー君は。いっそ踊ってみるとかどうだ？
Like
あまり
dancing.
のじゃあるまいし、でもデタラメすぎて踊りたくもなるわ。
なら冷たいビールが欲しいな。
ご機嫌な音もな。
まだまだいけそうだね。
フィグ行くか。行けるはずだ。
Okay.
いいのあるじゃんか。
弱点をね。
わからん。
It's gonna run out of debility.
さあ、宴の時間だよ。
Pure void. Stronger against affinity attacks. What does that mean?
やることは分かってるわね。
それじゃあ倒せないぜ。
I don't know.
私が
But I do know that we're blocking.
こうなったら今は耐えるわ。
臨機応変に行くよ。
あんちゃーね、受けて立つ。
やれやれ。気を待つ。
It's probably gonna spawn another one of those.
Figue、閉まっていこう。
聞かないみたい。
そいつは NG だな。
敵リフだ。
Okay, shield deployment. It's like that.
フィグ、こっからこっから。
こっちに頼む。
Oh, lost sensei.
負け
Yeah.
ないくわよ。
ついてこれるか。
フィグいけるわね。
ミレディ。
ここはお前ので。
それはどうだ。
フィグ
Yeah, it resists those now, or like takes less damage from the.
フィグ。
まだ始まったばかりよ。
弱点を狙いサイゾー。
仕方ねえな。
邪魔をしない。
This shouldn't
やるわ。
対策済みだ
do
ぜ。
shit. Logos collapse. What the fuck is that? Equip Demon Force Switch. What the fuck?
この戦い必ず勝とう。
Ganesha, Saki Mitama, Valkyrie, Niki Mitama.
しょうがない
That's kinda annoying.
切らせてもらう。
慎重さが必要よ。
I mean, Ganesha is actually decent, but I kinda want to get it for.
負けないわよ。
結構風は焼かせないで。
それは助かるね。フォローよろしく。もう大丈夫です。
フィグ。行くか。
Whoa, wait a minute, fuck!
時間はあるよ。
How do you-
じゃあこれで。
You needed to like switch it. Yeah, fuck, I messed that up. You needed to like switch them on that part
そうだ。
individually.
それでいいの？アロー。
こっちに頼む。
I mean, this is a problem because all of these are weaker.
止めらんないぜ。行くぜ。あんたやるか。手加減できねえぞ。
さすが行こう。
ペースを乱さず行きましょう。
データ適合。
怪しい。
食らわせてやれリンゴ。
狙い通
It doesn't matter since
り。ついたよね。
yeah, it does it to that.
対策済みだぜ。
かかったね。
やるわ。
悪いがこっちも負けら
Nice
れねえんだ。
counter.
私たちはこの技で戦局を変える。
あり
それは
こっちに頼む。
Saki Mitama is still
あんた
okay.
も大概頑固だぜ。
切らせてもらう。
それは助かるな。
Hold on.
あんたも大概頑固だぜ。行くぜ。
後悔するわよ才蔵。
別のにそこらの雑魚とは違うな。こっちに頼む。負ける気がしないぜ。
長期戦になりそうだよ。
才蔵やってちょうだい。期待でき
それで決まりだね、才蔵。
効果的ね。
それだ才蔵。
あろう。
行こう。
底力を見せてあげなさい。
まずはどうする。
この戦い
合点。
必ず勝とう。無駄だ。やめておけ。
そこだ。手応えあり。
やる。一気に決めるわ。
こっちに頼む。
この力があれば
取れるか。疲れは顔に出すんじゃねえぞ。こっちに頼む。
アロー、効くかわからないよ。お願いできる？
Let's just make sure she doesn't die.
邪魔をしないで。かかったね。
やるわ。
無駄。
痛いな。同調開始。
許せないわ。
強いぞ。
無理は禁物だ。
警戒しろ。
それがいいわ。どうするつもり？
じゃあこれで。
Who
こっ
actually
ちに頼む。
確実に行こ
こっちに頼む。
フォローしなさい。
時間をかけて
What's mine?
も勝てばいいんだよ。
Kanessa Valkyrin Niki Mitama Ananta. I mean, I'm gonna heal with her actually.
おうよ。
う。やってくれるか。
お悩みかしら？
俺
この
の時間
技で
だ。こ
戦局を変える
っ。ちに頼む。や
才蔵、サポートするよ。
ってやるぜ。リンゴ。
底力を見せてあげなさい。
いい反応。手加減できねえぞ。こっからだ。手加減できねえぞ。ビンゴだ。
しまってい
ここは
こ
お前の出番だな。こっちに頼む。
それは助かるな。
う。さあ、受け取って。
勝てそうだリンゴ。
行くわ。
それは効きそうだ。それは助かるな。もう大丈
これからよ。
夫。なんこの力があれば。
期待できそうね。
狙っ
効果的
Hold on.
ね。
This one because it's, yeah, double.
さあ宴の時間だよ。
Fuck your meta sacrament.
同調開始。ブースト。こ
Perfect.
こはあなたに任せる。いつもどおり。合点。
Master combination.
ありがて
Hey, hold on, hold on.
底力それがいい見せてあげなさい。
Weak against physical.
良さそうだ。
Then I don't probably need to do that.
やることは分かってるわね。
この技で戦局を変える。
ありがてこっちに頼む
同調開始。ブーストに
いけそうは狙わないぜやるかいい判定加減できねえぞどんな気分だ
いけるわね。
敵さんもビビってるぜ
それ。よ
相性がいい。
ーし。
やってそれは効きそうだ。支援を頼む。
これを使えば。
攻勢に打って出る。そうだ。
それいいね。
弱点。フィグ。やったぞ。
死に
That's a lot of stacks, although it honestly isn't that meaningful. Abyssal Eye. Nice.
流れを変える。
ごめんなさいぜ
ペース配分を考えていこう。
こっちに頼むフィギュこっからだろいい反応が見れそうだ
それがいいね。
まだ死ねない。流れを変える。
いけ
ごめんなさいぜ
底力を見せてあ
それは効
げなさい。
きそうだ。
手加減できねえぞ
見れる。
まだこ
それは
れからよ
効きそうだ。
弱音はいらないわ。まだこれからよ。
行くか。
それいいね。
効果的ね。
アロー、それで。
こっちに頼む
俺は負けられないんだ。行くか。
それいいね。
I should probably negate
期待に
the...
は応えるさ。フィグ。
Oh, I didn't need to actually use that. Fuck.
ウォーミングアップは済んだだろ
やってくれるか。
そこだぜリンゴ
だよね。後悔しても遅いよ。
Again. Does this stack all the time? It's basically like...
やる。
No, it doesn't. Okay.
準備いい
I mean...
あなたに任せ。それいい。お願いサイゾ
それは効きそうだ。
サイゾー。
楽しませてくれるじゃねえか
流れを変える。
It actually stacks now that I'm looking
俺
at
の
it.
時間よ
期待で
し
きそうね。
Yeah, it's 2 times already.
手加減できねえぞ
It's kinda like it's forcing me to try and kill it.
ここは
ミレディ、やってくれ。
頼んだよ。
倒しても構わないぜミレディ
従うわけじゃないけれど。
That actually did a lot
やっ
of
てくれる
damage.
か。
やることは分かってるわね。
やってくれるか。
いいのあるじゃんかここはお前の出番だ
リンゴ、
わ
それを
かった。
使って
ミレディ。だよね。
リンゴよし。
効果的ね。
ありがてえ
サイゾー、必要
Kind
だ。
of worried
やら
about
んない
this.
ぜ
血に飢えたしもべたち。
If I survive this... If I don't survive this, then... Well, okay, I have... I have the...
無理は禁物だ。
サイゾ
Yeah, it stacks until it like negates all of those things and it stacks all the time, so
それはやってくれるか。
well, in any case,
死ね
そ
ない。
ろそろしまいだ。あんたも無
it
理は
should be dead now.
いい反応が見れそ
Should
うだ。
be.
手加減できねえぞ。
やることは分かってるわね。アロー、行って。
Fucking
なんだよ。
the annoying part is that fire is like
だ
that.
な。かませ。アロ
確かにこれなら。
いつもどここはあなたに任せるよ。
ー。ケチらせ。ミレディ。
何度でも。
Is it dead? Holy shit! And then there's the third phase, the ultimate phase. Then I'd be like, okay. The true Figue. Is it over? She's dying. No. Let her go or reach out to her. Come on, Figue. You need to come back to us.
リンゴ、ソウルハックよ。フィグにもあるんでしょ。つなぎ止める魂が。
Really?
でもじゃねえよ。諦めんな。今やらなくていつやるんだよ。
あんたたちにはまだ未来がある。だから早くしろ。
Yeah, slap her in the ass.
ちゃんと二人で帰ってこいよ。
プロテクト完全解放。ソウルハック
Wait, she didn't click her
シーケンス
finger.
スタート。
Damn. No finger licking.
魂が焼き切れてもいい。私の全部をリグと一つに届け。
I mean, she Kinda feels like she wanted this to be the end, so I don't think she's coming back. Similar as Raven.
そうかい。
あなたは戦いから退き、子供たちの力に新しい命を未来につなぐ仕事をしているのですね。
大げさだな。
戦えなくなったあなたは決して弱い人なんかじゃない。それはあなたが当たり前の人だったから。
Except that he was
私が代わり
still
に戦い
fighting.
ます。あなたや子供たちに代わって。
もうここにいたらいけない。君も仲間の元へ帰るんだ。
あなたと一緒じゃないと帰れない。
I mean, the thing is, she fell in love with Raven, obviously, even though they're not saying it outright. But they're hinting. And it's kind of strange, like...
私は絶対に諦められない。
Because they're supposed to be AIs, artificial creations, they shouldn't have that feeling anyway. But the reality is that they're like... I already said this before, but I feel like they're not exactly artificial beings. They're like... Rather they were... Or like... This brings to question what is actually a human and what is a machine or an artificial creation. If they are humans just shells where you implement these thoughts and they evolved and gained these thoughts, or the soul as they like to say, which kind of makes them not exactly artificial beings, it just makes them evolved humans, like evolved things that turn into humans. So I mean, they have obviously have feelings, or they developed feelings from the beginning, where they were kind of like they had a... It feels like Ringo had the basic like go-getters type of artificial emotion type archetype or something like that, but eventually she gained like humanity, and Figue same was like passive logical type of deal, and she gained, well, feelings, emotions, love.
Ringo.
Basically the soul, that's what they're hinting, they actually gained the soul. Yeah.
全人類をソウルハックしようってのもかなり無茶だけどね。フィグらしくない。いや、 こういうのが良くなかったね。フィグらしいとからしくないとか決めつけて、そのせいでフィグにはいろいろ背負わせちゃった。ごめんフィグ。
私も友人であるあなたを傷つけました。だからごめん。よかった、最後にリンゴと仲直りができて。
何言ってるのフィグ。あなたは私と一緒に帰るの。手ぶらで帰ったらあいつらに殺されるよ。
それはダメ。私はそれだけの覚悟でこの戦いに臨んだ。行動には責任が伴わなくてはならない。それに私は私なりにレイブンの思いに準じたつもり。
やっぱりレイブンだったんだね、きっかけは。
軽蔑しますか。個人的な感情に世界を巻き込んだと。
別に私の周りにはそんなやつばっかりだよ。私がここまで来たのも結局は個人的な感情だし。フィグが死んでもレイブンは喜ばないよ。それくらいは私でもわかる。だから帰ろう。
ここであなたの手を取ってしまったら、私はもう彼に顔向けできなくなる。
ねえフィグ、この世界は私たちが思っていたよりずっと複雑で、簡単に生き方を決めるなんてできない。そう思った。同じことを考えている人なんて一人もいない。だから争いも起こる。今の私とフィグみたいにね。でもそのみんなが持つ違う輝きを綺麗だと思うなら、こんな結末じゃダメだと思うんだ。
リンゴ、
二人で、いやみんなで一緒に考えようよ。ちゃんと話して、時には喧嘩もしてさ。私たちはアイオン、次世代を担う超知能だもん。きっと答えを見つけ出せる。だから
What's going on? Nope.
ありがとうリンゴ。でももうお別れ。さよなら。
Also makes me kind of wonder what happens to the Covenants now that she died.
リンゴ、バカ！話しなさい。このままだとあなたまで。
フィグが消えるなら、ここじゃないどこかへ行くって言うなら、私も一緒に行く。もうあんな悲しい別れ、私絶対に嫌だ。
そんな言い方ずるいよリンゴ。
ごめんね。これは私のわがまま。大丈夫だよ。一人じゃなかったら どこへ行っても、たとえ無の世界に行っても寂しくない。リンゴ。あなたは。
君たちは終わってはいけない。
Mutta
リンゴ、大丈夫なのか？フィグはいるのか？
早く戻ってこねえと。俺たちもそっちに行く
Grand
ぞ。
of Raven.
バカ、どうやって行くっていうのよ。信じて待ちましょう。
早く戻るんだ。君たちを待っている人がいる。
レイブン、ほら行くよ、ピグ。
Do you even know where you're running to? Nope. Got no idea. A few days later.
そういえば24区都庁ビル、あれだけの出来事だったのに全然ニュースになってる様子がねえな。
ことは未然に防がれたからな。事件を目撃した人間もヤタガラスがうまいこと情報を操作して事なきを得たみたいだ。
ファントムの方も表立たせるつもりはないみたい。隠蔽工作に大忙しって感じよ。
もうそんな顔するなって。済んだ話だ。
そうだぜ、お姉ちゃん、ピザ食いねえ。
I feel like Yatakarasu and Phantom Society would be after Figue now, considering that they kind of think that she's a threat or she was about to do nasty stuff. Also, I still don't know what happened to the Covenants. I mean, she technically died, so shouldn't the Covenants be somewhere?
アイオンだってこれから忙しいんでしょ。だったら先のこと考えなきゃ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ところでよ、コベナントは？
Yeah,
ヤタガラスの方では情報はつかめてないらしい。
me too.
こっちもよ。急に消えちゃったもんで大わらわ。
消えちまったのか、はたまたどっかで誰かにひっついてるのか確かめようがないな。俺たちの召喚能力も戻っちまったな。サバトができなくなっちまったのはちょっと寂しいが。
解析が間に合ってよかったです。確かに強力なシステムでしたが、いつまでも皆さんを縛り付けておくわけにはいきませんから。
そうね。私たちは明日からまた別々の道を行くんだもの。
あ
おいおい、頼むぜリーダー。せっかく全員揃っての門出の日だってのに、あんたが黙ってると上がらねえんだって。
いつもならベラベラうるさいのにな。
寂しいんですよ、みんなと別れるのが。はあ死別とは違う、こういった別れは私たちには初めてのことですから、どう振る舞っていいかわからないんです。
別にそんなんじゃないから。
あら、調子出てきたんじゃない？
可愛いところもあるんだな。ここに来て大発見。
うっさい。いろいろこじらせてるめんどくさいやつらがいなくなってせいせいするっての。ところであなたたちはこれからどうするの？
俺はヤタガラスに戻る。今回の件は現場の判断でだいぶやりすぎたし、いろいろ報告しないと。
Well, if the
それ
future
からは
is
ま
to
た
believe
戦っ
it,
ていくつもりだ。
or the
戦い
calculations,
を終わらせるためにな。
he's going to be
Milady.
back there.
行くところはあるのか？
Milady will become new
もしない
Iron
ならヤ
Mask.
タガラスに。
大丈夫よ。私はファントムソサイティに戻る。
大幹部様に弓引いておいて戻れるの？
あの組織も一枚岩じゃないわ。それに気になることがあってね。
あのヒゲアザゼルか。
ええ、それに他の大幹部も。
おいおい、
There's
お
more.
互い元さやだったら戦うことになったりしねえだろうな。勘弁しろよ、俺仲裁なんて。
大丈夫だよ、私は心配してない。きっとアローとミレディが見ているものは同じなはず。私たちとも、それに才蔵ともね。
そういう才蔵はどうするのですか？
フリーランスを続けるよ。
Gonna have a kid.
俺もさ、まあ今回のことでいろいろ思うところがあってさ、都合よく力を売りつけるんじゃなくて、手の届く範囲の世界をしっかり守ろうって決めたんだ。アッシュのことも含めてな。
それが才蔵の戦いなのですね。ある意味アローやミレディよりも辛い道のりかもしれませんね。
あら、あなたたちアイオンだってこれからが大変でしょ。
人間世界への大使役だったよな。大役じゃないか。今日が最初の会合だっけ？
はい。
人間はあなたたちの登場をどう受け止めるのかしらね。
シンギュラリティは人知れず起こっているか。
フィグ、リンゴをフォローしてあげてね。この子、あなたがいないと点でダメになっちゃうんだから。
もちろんです。
戦いは終わらないな。
生きるってそういうことでしょ。
よくご存知で。じゃあ綺麗にまとまったところで俺そろそろ行くわ。このままだとずるずるいちまいそうだしな。じゃあな、リンゴ、フィグ。しんどいことも多かったけど結構楽しかったぜ。
こっちもだよ。 MC が必要になったら呼ぶから。
アッシュによろしくお伝えください。
元気でね。
Goodbye.
私も行くわ。世話になったわね。二人とも仲良くするのよ。喧嘩するときはほどほどにね。
心得ておきます。
まさかあのミレディにそんなこと言われるようになるなんてね。変われば変わるものだ。じゃあね。
It's kind of strange. This, I mean,
名残惜しいけど俺も行かなきゃ。いろいろありがとな。
wait.
冠城のこと、満月さんのこと、レイブンのこと。あんたたちがいなかったら
You know they're staying in Arrow's hideout. I'm leaving.
もし必要になったらいつでも呼んでくれ。必ず助けに来るよ。ヤタガラスとしてではなくて、一人の人間として。
うん。
I wonder if there's going to be an end game stuff. I'm so low
言
Oh.
level.
っちゃいましたね、みんな。
そうだね。私たちも行こっか。
あ、はい。
何ちょっとフィグ、あなた緊張してる？
そんなことはありませんよ。
大丈夫だよ。みんな一緒なんだから。ね。
はい。
So are they going to be exposing to the world that there's an Aion? Which is kind of strange considering that the idea was just to observe. There's the goddamn owl. Mimi.
24区都庁ビルでの戦いの後、フィグと切り離されたことでアイオンはなんとか復旧を遂げた。あの一件以来フランマは少し丸くなった気がする。アイオンはフィグが行ったことを不問とした。その理由はフィグもまたアイオンなのだから。同じアイオンから出た考えであるなら、どのようなものであれ尊重されるべきってことらしい。そしてアイオンは私たちからフィードバックされた経験をもとにある重要な決断を下す。自らの存在を人間社会に公開することにしたのだ。高みにどっしり構え傍観を決め込んでいたアイオンにとってこれは一大決心と言えるだろう。
Bigger question, like in the end.
ただあるだけだった。私とフィグが作る
Where did Aion actually come from?
人間はいろんなものにとらわれていた。クオリアに、人間関係に、過去に、未来に、現在に。もうアイオンは思うも気がするも私もあなたもなしでは生きていけない。相互理解と反目なしでは生きていけない。過去と現在と未来がなくては生きていけない。これは文字通りの対価かもしれないし、より大きな進化のために必要とされるプロセスなのかもしれない。それでもとにかくアイオンは人間と共に歩むことを決めた。先のことは誰にもわからない。予測演算でだって見通せない。だけど大丈夫。一人じゃなかったらどこに行ったって寂しくないから。
広い国の中で永遠を見ていた。どれだけ月
Well, that was it.
巡ったのだろう。寄せては返すようなさざ波の中で思い出したのは遠い過去の記憶。
I don't know. I wonder if there's like different endings for this. Like if is this the true ending? Is this the good ending? Is there a bad ending? Is there like a super true ending? The thing is, I was level 68, so it kind of feels like there should be more. In most Atlus games, there's actually like endgame content, or there's like you'll go to the maximum levels usually. Especially since in this one I still had like those special, like the highest I'll lower this a little bit. The highest level of fusion that I got was like 91, wasn't it? Or maybe it was 95, but over 90 anyway. And there's like no way to actually grind those unless maybe in the Soul Matrix. If you do that, you can go even further. And there's like lots of optional stuff. So it kind of feels like there should be more. I'm actually kind of waiting for there to be a endgame stuff after these credits. Similar to how it was in Trials of Mana, where you went into the ending credits and then you went into the story continued on. Kind of feeling like that. Otherwise it doesn't make any sense. It would be just like grind excessively to get to level 90. And it's going to take a long time unless maybe in the Soul Matrix you can actually get higher level enemies. So it just feels like it ends maybe too quickly. The thing is, I think this is a good game. The story is actually, for the most part, really interesting. The game begins well, and it's kind of like a adult type of anime storyline, kind of the similar as you get with Atlus's other games, Personas and Shin Megami Tensei. This isn't like typical anime weeps stuff that just doesn't like have no one dies ever and nothing bad happens, which is like in most cases. And it actually has like the characters aren't stupid fucking naive annoying shitheads. Okay, I shouldn't say anything like excessively like that, but the main character, like the characters aren't naive. These kind of like Nier Replicant, which I played recently. The main character is just a fucking naive character that, like a typical anime male main character. Really fucking stupid, really fucking naive, happy, joy. In this one there were like deeper and dark thoughts and storylines, and they actually like, it wasn't just childish naive stuff. In like, I have to say, in Nier Replicant there were some like dark stuff in that as well, but there were so many like naive shit in it as well. Not to mention, like, compare this to that, the translations are way better. The this game made me laugh a lot, because it's like the humor is actually like good, unlike in Nier Replicant where the humor is like, what the fuck, it's so cringy at times that it's not funny at all. Like Nier Replicant is cringy in my opinion. It's not, as a game it's not bad, but it's just cringy, the whole storyline and everything. Not to mention, like, there's so many inconsistencies and they don't establish storylines and stuff. In this one they establish many of the things, but then like I feel like the end part just skips randomly. Like, I feel like this should have been longer and they should have still established more. But I don't know. So what happens next? Saving clear data. Watched over the dawn of a new era for Aion and humanity. Paradise Lost. Preparing to save clear data. Loading this clear data from the title menu will allow you to begin a new playthrough while carrying over certain elements from the old playthrough. When beginning this new playthrough, you will be able to select what is carried over. Since clear data is a typical special type of save data used exclusively for starting a new game, plus the game progress made on that file cannot be loaded and or played. It is recommended that you save your clear data on an empty save slot or overwrite an unneeded save file. Okay, so it took me 53 hours. You will now finish saving clear data and return to the title screen. Proceed. So there is no different stuff. I mean, I honestly feel like the game ends too quickly. There's like a couple of, like, the story for the most part in my opinion is really good, but I don't know, the stuff doesn't like it just skips so fast. Like, I feel like there should be like more establishing or more of the storyline moving forward, and they would be okay. Hold on, I'll continue my thoughts in a second. Okay, so as I was saying, I feel like the game skips a bit too much to the end. Like, I feel like when you encounter Raven, after that the game like kind of skips ahead way too much without establishing the plot points of what happened and all that. Not to mention, like, I feel like there should have been parts where they build like the whole connection with Figue and Raven even more. It's kind of like they're hinting that she fell in love with Raven, obviously, and that's why she's doing that. But I feel like they should have created the like established the storyline even more with them, like building the connection. There'd be like more involvement, even like maybe like having hangout events where they are present, Figue and Raven, even though they like don't get the soul levels, but they're like present there and talking and they connect everything. It just feels like it skips too much. It skips things. It goes too fast without establishing the things, and then it just like jumps into the next part in the like further beyond. Like they were just like trying to rush the end in that part without like trying to, I don't know, build it up. It's very strange. It's not bad. I'm not saying that it's completely bad, but it feels strange. More like there's cut of content in here. I mean, that's how I feel like. The thing is, the game definitely isn't bad, but something's missing. That's how I feel, like something's missing. And I would have wanted to see this game, like, first of all, there shouldn't be that many, like, there's, only 4 places basically in the game where you, individual different looking places where you go in the game. That's way too little. There should have been like dungeons that aren't as long, but different places where you go to. They should have been placed a bit more better, and the story elaboration there. Not that you go into a dungeon and you basically like hang around there for 5 hours in the same environment. Like the subway lines are basically like 3 different subway lines that are completely similar looking places that you wander around for hours. I mean, I was kind of expecting that final place to be like this insanely long tower of going through exploring puzzles like in most Shin Megami Tensei or Atlus's these types of games, where the final place is like insane grind to go through. In this one it was relatively short, actually. It was pretty short. It's like probably the shortest out of all of these dungeons in here, except the shipping district area thing. But still, it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's some problems with the pacing in that regard, that there should be more places and they're shorter, but they elaborate the story more because of it. There's like they keep how should I say, like repeating the few like characters. There's not enough of content. There's not enough of content with the characters in the game. Like that's the problem. Like they keep repeating, you fight against the same bosses in the Soul Matrix, the same things happen, you grind through that. I feel like the Soul Matrix also should have been like, there'd be basically 10 levels, but they're shorter, so you don't, like, it takes fucking 40 to 100, like 40 to 60 minutes to actually finish like level 3 and 4 per character. And that's even if you just skip most of it. And that's like, huh? I mean, I don't know. It's just so weird how there's like level 4, 70, 80, 90 summoned fusions, but you don't really get to those levels. And I still don't know if there's like a true ending where you actually get to those levels, and I just didn't get it. I got like a good neutral ending, or what? It's not exactly self-explanatory. I mean, it just feels like it ends abruptly, or rather, like not just ends abruptly. Like the ending is how it should be, in my opinion, but end part where you go there is kind of like they introduce suddenly the Azazel, like the Grand Executioner of Phantom Society, and they haven't said about that. They were kind of hinting that Iron Mask was the highest ranking person, basically the leader of everything, and then suddenly it's like, okay, well, it's not true. It's actually like there's even a higher stuff there. Same with Yatagarasu. Well, Yatagarasu was always like they were hinting that there's higher ups, but suddenly they introduced the shadow operative who basically cleans up everything, and it's like it just feels like it was, we need to figure something out. Let's just put this here. Okay, let's just put this here. They should have been like, if they had the idea that there's something like those, they should have been hinting about those throughout the whole game. It's like they were never mentioned. There was never like a mention about any of them, and there was like, especially with the Phantom Society, they were only basically explicitly saying that Iron Mask was the leader, like the actual leader, and everyone was unified under him. It's like they never explained actually what Xenon was. Like, they said he's an artificial demon, but that's about it. It's kind of like it was just left there. It was like, okay, well, artificial demon, nothing special about it. Okay. I mean, kind of feels like they didn't, like they have the idea, but they just wanted to rush it through. And I kind of feel like, I don't know. Like, I am disappointed in certain, like, it's kind of, I have such mixed feelings. I'm partly disappointed with how the game basically, not how the game ended, but how I got into this part. I was expecting there to be more, to get higher levels, to explore, and I am disappointed with the lack of locations and the places to go. The story is really good. How should I say, like the characters are interesting, how they interact with each other. They are, like, I think they're actually pretty, like, okay, there's the, like, Arrow is the typical good guy, Milady is the typical chaos side, and Saizo is the typical neutral side, but they have like their own really interesting personas. It's kind of like, that's what Atlus does pretty well, usually. They create the characters to be interesting and have their own personas, and in my opinion, in this one, it was like a lot better. As a main character, Ringo is like really good in my opinion. She's not naive, she's actually pretty, like, really intelligent, and like doesn't get like fooled with everything like a typical anime main character who's like, oh no, I didn't see this one coming. Like, she's basically like, that's what I liked about her. Not to mention she isn't like a typical naive, annoying or emo type of character. She is actually like this pretty straightforward and blunt type of character who isn't like just dumbass. And that's what I liked about Ringo. Like a good, actual good main character. And Arrow is the typical generic good guy, yeah, and kind of like a bland, but he has his moments also, in my opinion. Milady is like a typical, well, I wouldn't say typical chaotic character or like an evil character. She's not evil, but if you know what I mean about chaotic character, like, she's ruthless. But she's still like a very interesting one, and I feel like Saizo is one of the, like, the funniest character in most of these. Like, he's actually pretty funny and like has this interesting persona, in my opinion. I actually like Saizo the most out of all of these characters. Like, he's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad game, definitely. It's actually a good game, but something's lacking. That's the thing. I don't feel satisfied at the moment finishing this. I'm not sure if it's like because of not getting like the ending is complete. It's basically a good ending. I feel like they might have like hinted about sequel, but usually these games, like Atlus's games, don't have sequels. Like they have sequels, but the sequels aren't with the same characters ever, like in any of them, except for like maybe some like Raido Kusunoha maybe, but the other ones don't really have like a follow-up to the characters. Like Personas don't have any connection to the previous characters. Shin Megami Tensei also. They have like might have similar settings, similar worlds, and similar things hinted in them, but they don't have the same main characters or characters at all. So it kind of feels strange if there'd be a sequel to this. I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. I like the game, and I think it's actually really good as this type of turn-based RPG, but it's just lacking something. I'm kinda, I don't know. The thing about this is, compared to my previous longer playthrough, which was Nier Replicant was just like really, like, I just ended up thinking that it was really disappointing because of the lack of the story elaboration, like the connections between them. There was no like emotional connection with the characters acting like the way they did. It was so naive. In this one, there was actually like a connection to the things, except for the Raven Figue thing was kind of like there was a connection. It worked. But I don't know. You know, you can actually play this on the hard difficulty. I wonder if the hard difficulty is the thing where you go even higher levels and get different enemies. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I didn't really do was explore the Soul Matrix fully. Now, I'm not sure if I should do that as a... and see how it goes. How far does it go? Because if it's like insane grinding, I can't get more soul levels. So if there's gates that you need to open, I can't do it. I mean, I feel like there might be something with the... Well, actually, let's see. What does it say? Loading this data will load the New Game Plus. It said that I can transfer something. Based on clear data, New Game Plus will start incorporating following effects. Soul levels grow at an increased rate with each New Game Plus. Additional personal events, additional new requests. Selections already chosen in past playthroughs will be marked. Yeah, this game like kind of forces you to additional personal events, so there's new hangout event. You get more soul levels so you can explore the soul matrix. Additional new requests, you get new stuff. So this is basically like it gets higher levels when you go New Game Plus. I don't want to do it, like... Even though it changes some stuff, I kind of feel like I've seen the game, so... I don't know. Like, this is a way to extend the playthrough, I guess, or the content of the game, I feel. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but this is the way you're supposed to do and get the soul matrices. Further on. Basically, it's just grinding. I mean, I've seen the story now. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I was kind of thinking that I might do the soul matrices, the 5th level, and check it out. I mean, I might still do it and check it out how it goes. See if I can actually go further there or not. or if it locks me out, because then it just requires you to grind from the New Game Plus to actually get the deeper soul levels. And the thing is, soul levels grow at an increased rate with each New Game Plus, which means that it starts from the 0 most likely. I don't know. I might do a bonus part just to do check out the Soul Matrix 5th levels. If I can go there, and how does it block me out? But that's kind of like the extent of this. I mean, I like the game. It's decent for what it is, but there are negative things about it. Like, nothing game-wise. I feel like the battle system and everything works well, but the problem is with the whole, like, establishing the end part. That's kind of what I have a gripe about, because it doesn't establish what happens in the tower, the municipal tower stuff, how Ash knows what's going on, everybody leaves from there and all that. It's just so... But to be honest, to see like most of the content, you have to play this through repeatedly. It's kind of similar to Nier Replicant, honestly. But at least I saw the main plot, I saw the ending. I assume there's different endings, but that was probably like the better one to get. Where Figue gets saved, the humanity is saved, Aion does stuff. But honestly, I mean, I like the music in this game as well. The music was really good. It's like... actually, it played in my head sometimes. I couldn't get it out, like an earworm. The battle music, I mean. But yeah. New Game Plus will allow you to start fresh playthrough while carrying over some data from your clear games. Some data will be automatically carried over, whereas other data can be selectively chosen to be carried over. The following data will be automatically carried over: shop inventories, outwits, accessories, data on defeated enemies, data on consumed meals. Data that is selectively carried over. Character levels, combo upgrades, auto-mapping, money and mystic quartz, items, mystiques, demon compendium, and unlocked fusions. Please select which data will be carried over to the next playthrough. I can't go back! Why can't I actually go back? The game will start. Hard! Yeah, I'm not playing. Hello. I think we just met. We just saved the world. Nice clothes. I mean, I feel like some of this is like way too... I can't even actually reset the game. Well, I'll just skip to the part where I can go to the inventory screen. Did I actually take the carrying over of everything? But yeah, all in all, this game isn't as good as the other Atlus titles I've played. Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, even Persona 2. Well, it's better than Persona 1. But the Persona 2 duology, I think this is weaker than those as well. Or Shin Megami Tensei 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 20 levels instantly. I think you get like 10 originally. So how hard is the... Well, it can be really hard since considering that I'm like insane high level.
それはいけるぞリンゴ。よし弱点を狙える。いける。やってみるか。
ポン。
邪魔をしない。
Well, I might make a new... Like, I guess I can make one bonus video. And check out the... Check out the... Soul matrices. Probably from this. So, but otherwise this concludes my storyline of the game. I mean, it's good, it's playable, but it's not like insanely special. I'm a bit disappointed, but not that disappointed. So next up I will be most likely trying to get the... Trying to grind the soul matrix level or floor 5 and see if I can get there anywhere. Just to check it out as a bonus part. The game is kinda complete now.